Hello, soul lights. Welcome. And if you happen to be new to this channel and community, Soul Insights and Tarot, I just want to give you a really warm welcome and say it's great to connect with you. I'm honored that you have decided to stop by and tune in with me for this part of your soul path. And those of you that are already part of this community and have been showing your support and sharing how your life is unfolding during this great awakening, I always love connecting with you. It's such an honor to walk these steps with you on the soul path. For this reading, we're going to be looking at really the next 60 days and maybe a little into October. I really want to focus on this Venus and Leo retrograde and some of the other transits that are happening. This is a very pivotal time right now, and I'm sure you're feeling it. I'm sure you have felt the energetic shifting and now energetic change, that we are literally in the new paradigm. We've been edging in there, but we've been shifting in and out. And I do feel this Lionsgate portal and its conjunction to the galactic center, the trine that it's creating to Venus and Leo, retrograded and stationing direct when it does, as well as that the square that it's doing. It's like there's so much happening. I'm going to get more into it, but it is really a time of reflection, purification, moving on, but we're going to get more into that. I'm going to do a general read for the collective energies. I will be weaving in a bit of astrology and numerology for those of you that follow that, as well as information and insights from my guides and the oversouls. As always, you can skip ahead to the timestamps. After the channeled messages, I will be doing a short attunement and alignment meditation. But as always, you can skip to the timestamps. I'm finding with some of these readings, whether mine or other people's, other readers, it's really good to watch more than one soul story, especially if you feel drawn to more than one. And I've been getting a lot of feedback that some people are saying, well, actually, all of them resonated. They all had messages. So sometimes they could be for different parts of your life, different situations, maybe different things that you are wanting to manifest, or different questions that you're asking of your higher self, of your guides, of the oversouls, your spirit team, or of God. So be open if you're feeling the call for more than one. So let's just go over, and again, you can skip to the timestamps, but I'm going to share a little bit about the cards. These are dream cards, so they really work through the subconscious into the collective archetypal energy, which I feel is very powerful right now. We're really connecting into a new aspect of our soul that's coming through. I'm sure you can feel it. The first card, soul story number 1, and the number is a 39. And I'll go more into that. And we have a Lemurian crystal here. And soul story number 2 is a pink quartz. The card number is 13, and you'll be able to get a closer look if you skip to the timestamps. And then we've got a watermelon quartz here. This card is number 52, and there's the watermelon quartz. Okay. All right, again, soul story number 1, 2, and 3. And those of you that feel the call to skip ahead, I will see you in the individual reading portion. Those of you that are staying with me, I've been doing a lot of deeper meditation, deep dives with the guides, as well as the channeling information that I get from Source. And then I'd like to see, how is this playing out astrologically? Now, the energy shift that I'm getting is really highlighted by that amazing Venusian energy, Venus in Leo retrograde. And you could probably feel it a few months even before. I know I did. I started clearing out a lot of stuff, reevaluating relationships, how I'm relating, looking at what next direction of soul expression is coming through me. Now, some of the things I wanted to do were kind of, in my mind already. I was things that I was going to do anyway, and I was making plans to follow through. And then I started getting messages, no, that's not the direction. Something new is coming in, or wait, don't do that. So I want to give you some key time frames. Obviously, but as Venus is retrograde now in Leo, it's going direct on the 3rd, but you're still going to feel the effects for another few weeks afterwards. So really this cycle that is very highlighted right now is about a 60-day cycle. And maybe even a little longer if you look at pre-shadow. So what are you being called for? You're being called to, in some ways, look in another direction and to really cut out with that Venus and Leo retrograde squaring Uranus and Taurus. There's a hard edge to this energy. It's very resolute. It's about freeing up. It's about freedom. It's about connecting to your individuality and the uniqueness of your soul, your uniqueness of your perception, your take on life and what you do. It's also about soul expression, which is self-expression, projects. It's also about relationships and patterns that work or don't work, and where is the most love, where is the most fulfillment, where are you receiving the most appreciation and fulfillment, and really absorbing that, drinking that in, appreciating that. And then where can you also give that? So it's a lot about giving and receiving, because Venus is very magnetic. It's a magnetic energy that draws in. Of course, it has some electricity too, but it is very magnetic. So Venus is the ability to draw in or magnetize what you want. It works on the vibrational frequency or principle of love, the binding force. So in one way, we can say we're more abundant if we love what we do, or love where we are, love what we have. Even in difficult circumstances, finding something to appreciate or have gratitude connects you into that Venusian energy. So yes, there's a lot of looking back at relationships, maybe friendships being rekindled, old romantic connections, partnerships. There is some of that, but I'm really finding this Venus and Leo, because Leo, yes, is about the heart, it is about love, but it's also a lot about self-love, self-acceptance, empathy, compassion on the highest form. So Leo opens up to the creative energies of the universe. Leo wants to create, wants to share, wants to connect with others. Now, we've had that amazing, Pluto was in Aquarius, so that energy is still a bit around. It's like saying, let's refine how we connect with others. Let's refine the idea of individuality and how we're unique beings and how we connect with others. Going into Leo, this Venusian energy, still triggers that through that Uranus energy, Uranus in Taurus. And that Uranus in Taurus is saying, what isn't working, get rid of it. Get rid of it on the earth plane. Get rid of the idea. Get rid of the notion. Get rid of the belief. So a lot of you may feeling like purging, clearing out, cleansing. It can be changes to how you dress, how you look, how you show up in the world. Some of you are refining how you reach others through communication, through social media, through YouTube. If you're working in a corporation, through the office, you're seeing, wow, this way of being, or this way that I show up in the world isn't quite fitting anymore. And that's really at the foundation of this Venusian energy retrograded, right? And if you look back in 8-year increments, right? 2015, 2007, I guess what's the next one? 99, 91, however far you can go back. I feel, especially for a lot of people, 2015, 2007, and depending your chronological age, there could also be something in 91. These are key cycles, and they also tap into the stock market and the financial sector and the housing. And of course, Venus has a lot to do with housing and finance, right? What we value money, how we barter, how we exchange what we value. If giving money for something, whether you want to call it digital money or digital currency, right? It's a current. So Venus really teaches us a lot about tapping into the current of universal flow. And so if that current is money, if I show up with $100, whether that's digitally, or if that's fiat currency, or that's coins, or that's gold, or that's cowrie shells, or that's 20 crystals that equals $100, it doesn't matter. That is a communication that says, this is what I have, and the exchange I can give you is this. What is this value to you? What is this worth to you? What can you give me? So we're really reevaluating how we show up, and how in the exchange of life, of the currency of life, the energetic current. So you are going to see a lot of changes monetarily. We're heading up to that. You may see some fluctuations, I would say, between now and the end of the year, and especially into October and November. And so you want to ask yourself, how do you tap into the currency of the all that is, or the currency of abundance or prosperity, or the currency of love? What amps your currency? What keeps your currency flowing? You see, this is really on a metaphysical level what we're being asked to look at. And that currency is a current, it's a flow, right? You could look at it as a river, you could look at it as an electrical current, you can look at it as the plug that goes into the electrical outlet. How much current is it? 220? Is it 110? What is the current to your circumstances right now, your relationships? Is there enough currency? Is it a strong enough current to support you, to show you appreciation? Is there enough current there? Is the current strong enough for you to feel fulfilled in your life? So if you start looking in terms like that, it's going to be easier to decide. Do you have too much in your life? Is there something blocking or stopping up your current? Is your current have blockages or too much something, wounding, old ideas of yourself, old perceptions of yourself? And if you ask yourself that, then you're going to greatly see what is needed or necessary, what's making sense. And as Pluto is back in Capricorn, and it's edging back into that aneretic degree and going back into Aquarius for a long stay, I believe about 20 years. It depends, with the retrogrades going back and forth. We're being prepared. You want to say the galactic self, there is a new aspect of your inner psyche that's coming through on a soul level that is the right aspect of your being. It's really the truth of who you are that's coming through, a stronger truth. This aspect of you needs to come through to navigate this great awakening, the next steps of the great awakening and ascension. So this is also, there's a trine to this with the galactic center in Sagittarius, with the North Node in Aries. So you see these points that are being, touched upon, or in this transit, that is asking you to look at what is bringing more currency again. What's the currency? What's the current? Aries tapping into that spiritual energy, the I will center, connecting your will individual will to the will of the soul, spirit, the cosmos, the higher will of your higher self, and ultimately coming into the cosmic will, which brings in your soul gifts, your soul opportunities. So I want to share also with Mercury in Virgo, and we're going to have Mars in Virgo, and then we're going to have Mercury in Virgo retrograde also. It's bringing a last bit of preponderance of Earth to kind of get to look at what's your tangible manifestations have been, your tangible results, and say, look, you're completed. In many ways, retrogrades bring some level of completion. Now, sometimes completion for a new beginning, but they bring things full circle. And that's a concept, actually, I've been talking about a lot with my Soul Path Journeyers Patreon community, Soul Path community. There's a lot coming to full circle right now for a hard stop, a hard completion. So don't be surprised if certain goals that you've had are now changing. You're changing them, or they're changing by your circumstances, which is really you on a higher self soul level. The hard stop is saying that's it. You know, it's like when you take a test in school, whatever, middle school, high school, college, university, you know, what is it, ACT, SAT, you know, it's timed. Stop, that's it. And you're like, oh no, I have 2 more to answer. I want to, and no, that's it, stop. You know, or you're taking the test on your laptop, the buzzer goes off, right? A page comes up to block you from inputting. That's what's happening, gang. This is what I really want to share with you. This is what's happening. I would say maybe for some of you September, but October to the end of the year and into, I would say, the first quarter of next year. So you have a chance now to focus in a light way, knowing that things are going to change, but start on those projects as goals, whatever it is. Is it health? Is it inner and outer wealth? Is it prosperity? Is it something you want to buy, something you want to create? Is it a type of relationship? Do you want to collaborate more? Because Venus has to do with projects also, especially Venus and Leo. It's the entrepreneur, right? King of Wands. It's, I want to self-express. I want to create a business. I want to create something. Between now and February is the time to do this. Is if you really start putting things in order, in place, there will be a blossoming that takes place. You will be setting up the conditions in your individual life, your personal life, that are in alignment with the trajectory of the universal current, the universal flow, which is to have these amazing light beings as entrepreneurs, you holding the light codes, the key codes of higher dimensional consciousness, and experiencing and expressing that in the world, creating with that higher vibrational consciousness, the new emerging consciousness, having relationships, you know, children, whatever it is, teaching from that space. It's a time to awaken. A lot of star seeds that came back, it's your time. A lot of people are awakening to their subtle energy DNA. So yes, it seems it's not just a regular old transit, this August and September, these transits. It's not just a regular old Venus and Leo retrograde. It's a very powerful, and I talk more and I'll do a deeper dive into the astrology of it. It's just, it's too hard to channel and be in this extended state and then look at I love astrology, but it's very left brain, right? It's more left brain than psychic or channeling. But I did want to come on here and share a little bit, because some of you say, oh, I like when you give us a heads up, or you let us know about the channeled info or what you've put together. And I always look for signs or confirmations, whether it's seeing numbers or through songs, you know, songs that I hear when I'm driving around or in my house. Mostly when I'm driving, my car really speaks to me. That my car, that I got in a very magical way, and I don't know what station it can be on, it gives me, even if I've been down or depressed, there'll be a song that all of a sudden it comes on and says, you are the light of the world, or have faith in God. And this is not a religious station. I think it's KCRW, and it plays EDM, it plays alternative music, but it comes through. You know what I mean? So look for your signs, look for your confirmations, and please, please, please just don't get stuck in a mindset, or I know what it is, I know what I have to do. Do what it is, but it may be changing. I just had something recently where I had some ideas that I'm doing for my offerings and within my business. And I've been working on this for a while, a few years, and finally I have the help. It's all starting to come together. And then I got, no, this isn't it. And so I'm, tweaking it. I'm making the adjustments because the higher self came through and said no. And now I see why. Because there's going to be so many changes in social media and how we connect and how we share our gifts and how we trade or barter or whatever you want to call it. There's going to be a lot of changes to corporations and companies and how people work and be working more freelance and more contract based. There's a lot changing, but you have a chance now to be ready, to be in the current of the change. Not resisting it, but being prepared, being the current of the change. And then you will receive your currency. What is that? Abundance, prosperity, the right relationship. It's about divine right timing. It's about right livelihood. So it's going to be drawing in what you want, and then the energies starting mid-January when Pluto goes into Aquarius, it's about the individual and the soul and how we interface with the group or with community and what are we building. So the current is changing now. That's mostly what I want to share. The current is changing. And if you swim, if you connect into that current through the void, and you listen to your intuition, those inner promptings, you'll be at the right place at the right time for whatever it is you're manifesting as your soul through your higher self, the higher vibrational expression and experience of your life and you and your relationships. So if there's something you want to start, and you do it now, find support, find help, do it on the weekends, do it late at night. I'm doing this video late at night and I love it. I just love it. I've got my candle lit, my Himalayan sea salt lamp. I'm just very tuned in, zoned out, whatever. The guides are here. And I'm feeling so blessed and appreciative to be able to connect with you energetically. I can feel so much heart energy. And I can feel this part of you that's coming through. That's very determined and curious. You're an explorer. You want to create. You're opening your heart. Some of you to love again, to love deeper, to build a life, create a life. You're opening up to the creative energy of the universe. And that's a lot of what this transiting energy is about. And you're in the perfect place. It's the perfect time to turn those blocks into stepping stones. All right, soul lights, I'm just going to tune in for a little bit and connecting in through the heart chakra, feeling the heart, taking a deep breath in your own pace and pattern. And as you breathe out, bring the shoulders back and down, opening the heart chakra. In your own pace and pattern, focus on your in-breath and out-breath and center inside. Connect into that space in between your in-breath and out-breath and center there. When you feel ready, breathe in, connecting into the sixth chakra, that third eye focus. Breathe in to the sixth chakra. Breathe out consciously, connecting into your third eye focus. The eye of Horus, being at the right place, the right time, divine right timing. Now I want you to connect in to the solar plexus chakra, deep. Breathe in and out consciously into the solar plexus chakra. And this is the will to live, this will of survival. Breathing down into the sacral, the will to duplicate, replicate oneself through one's creations. Breathe in, drop down into the root chakra. And this is about manifested form. Manifesting your creations into form and feeling a sense of stability on the earth plane. Now breathing in through the root, as you breathe out, bring your awareness down deep through the soles of the feet into the earth, connecting to the earth star chakra and pulse from the earth star chakra into the root chakra. Really feel the connection of the soles of the feet if you're standing or sitting, connecting into the earth star chakra, feeling safe to create, safe to manifest, safe to express as you. You are safe on this earth plane. Now drawing the energy through your breath, up through the center of your body, past the crown, connecting into the soul star chakra through the higher self, connecting into the soul, extending and expanding into the soul signature frequency, connecting into the soul blueprint, your soul matrix, your perfected design. Drop down into the seventh chakra and connecting in with divine will. Breathing in through the crown chakra, that seventh chakra. Now breathe out through the sixth chakra, the third eye, connecting your individual will and intent to divine will. Again, in your own pace and pattern, you know what to do. Connect into the heart chakra. Take a deeper breath in through the heart chakra. As you breathe out, feel the energy radiate out through the heart chakra. Take a deep breath back in, drawing the energy from the universe, the earth, back to you through the heart, drawing in that heart-centered energy. The next breath in, you're going to breathe up, back through the crown, up through the soul star chakra, come into that natural source point through source energies, connecting into the universal heart, and breathing back down into the individual heart chakra, the personal heart, radiating the universal heart energy and individual heart energy back through. And when you feel ready, open your eyes and choose the cards that choose you, or the stones that choose you, or that you feel you're choosing. Trust your intuition and your inner knowing at this time. Soul story number 1, number 2, and number 3. Hello, soul story number 1. Thank you for being here and allowing me the honor of tuning in for you and with you. It's really an honor to share my gifts with you and to receive the gift of your connection. So something is ascending. You've got that Lemurian crystal. You've got a lot of healing energy. Something is ascending in your life. So what you're going to experience through this transiting energy, this portal, I'm doing this in the portal of the Lion's Gate, is an ascension. You are ascending beyond the extremes of duality. You have done a lot of healing work. You've worked with the shadow. A lot of you are getting the gift of freedom, trust, and faith. Now, you are led by the Holy Spirit. And what does that mean? Wholeness, spiritual wholeness. You have come a long way. Now, one of the things I am getting for you is from Source is that you are about to go to a new level. Whatever it is that you're focused on or working on, it could be even a relationship, there is a more fulfilling level. Something, for some of you, it's one thing. For many of you, it's a few things in your life, maybe even 3 or 4, or a whole lifestyle shift. Something is getting better and better and better and better for you. There is something that you're also going to achieve that brings you a new level of awareness and a level of living, lifestyle, living standard. Your standard of living is coming up. Your standard of health. So there is an up-leveling in a lot of areas of your life. I'm hearing for many of you, it's your whole life, your lifestyle. So it could be health, wealth, fitness, money, whatever. There is a lot. And it's showing that you're going to be much more goal-orientated, that there's some goals that you are able now to start focusing on or working on. Now, this is a 39. It's hard for me to see because the light. 39, which distills to a 12-3, which is the hangman or hang person, but also that 3 energy has to do with creation, creativity, fertility, abundance, projects, coming together with groups. The 3 and the 9, again, the 3 is highlighted for you. So you may connect to the 3 energy in your life. 3 could be very important. So again, there could be 3 people that are important to you in your life, 3 goals, 3 parts of your life. But 3, really watch out for that number 3. Be aware when you're seeing 3 or things are going to be happening in 3s. You also are moving into what I'm hearing, a rapid acceleration of something. So it could be health, it could be your finances pick up, acceleration. If you've been trying to look for a job and you haven't been able to find one, or if you've only been able to find temporary work, there's an acceleration. You could get 4 or 5 emails or calls back, and it's like, oh my God, I didn't hear from anybody, and now I hear from, 4 employers. So acceleration is key for you right now, and the whole idea of ascension or ascending. And also with this is updating. So some of you could be updating equipment, whether phone or computer, laptop, car, something in your house, your wardrobe. There's also going to be this updating and up-leveling, and you're getting a handle on things. And I don't know if you see the grapes here, but again, grapes are very sustaining. You can make grape juice, you can make wine, you can eat the grapes. So there is something about more fertility, that's interesting, fertility and abundance coming to you. It's also showing me that you're going to be attracting more people from your soul group. So this could be from like-minded individuals. This could be a different company that you feel better at. This could be through any kind of group where you're feeling much more of a resonance. This could be through particular activities. Okay, one of the things that I'm seeing over here that I forgot to bring in was the chakra cards. So let me just put this over here. Make sure you can see it. Yes, okay. So you're connecting in through Lemurian. You could have a very strong connection to Lemuria. This is telling me that there, again, third eye focus. So you're working a lot with the third eye and the 7th chakra. So the 6th and 7th chakra. And those 2 chakras, when you bring them together, is the 13. So there is something about to be radically transformed in your life and your living situation. For some of you, in your relationships. So if you've been feeling like, oh, I don't have as many people, or maybe you're coming out of a hermit phase, but you're definitely connecting with more people and you're wanting to share your gifts, communicate more, share more. There is this idea of coming together. Lemurian crystal is also talking about clear vision, It could be an indigo or indigo starseed. There's something about using your clear vision or seeing what you need, planning, visioning, visualizing. These things would be good for you. Okay, also with salts or sea salts or aromatherapy or salt baths, could be very cleansing, or also being by the water. So something's cleansing or clearing up in your viewfinder, literally your viewfinder. Now this could be a literal viewfinder that you need to clear up, but also your view, finding things through your view. So something's changing in your point of view that changes your viewpoint. Something changes in your perception or how you view yourself and what you've gone through in your life, and you're getting clearer perception. Some of you it's also clairaudient. So some of you it's clairvoyant, but I'm also hearing clairaudient. All the clairs, clairsentient as well. But I'm getting something with clear seeing. And also, okay, they're correcting me, clairsentient. So there is something with the sensory. So you could be highly sensitive person, empath, or just that you see things very much psychically. Okay, we've got the crown, manifestation, and what did I say with visualizing or inspiration? But I'm also getting with you with manifesting. So the throat chakra and the crown are being activated. These are the next few months, the crown chakra, and look at the color there. There's a little bit of blue. So you're going to feel more peaceful, more calm. You're going to feel guided, like you're going to have more faith. Okay, so work with the crown, inspiration. Many of you could be inspiring others. You could feel inspiration to move forward. The throat chakra, you are meant to be a teacher. You're also a healer with those hands, but I'm also getting that there's a lot of teaching energy with you. Whatever form that takes, and that will tap you into that universal currency. So let's look and see how this is manifesting for you on the 3D world, the changes that are coming up. I'm getting definitely with you that you're very expanded, and you can kind of get a little, maybe some of you feel things are a bit cloudy for you. You can get a little bit spacey. So working with the root chakra also, and the Earth Star chakra is helpful for you because you're getting an activation in the crown and in the throat. So a lot of you are going to be speaking your truth more, and you're going to have something to say. Write it, video, something, a book, speaking more of your truth. And some of you, it might come out a little blunt, you know, but you're very uplifting to others. That's something you really can inspire and motivate others. So use that gift. The throat chakra is also the chakra of our higher purpose, and also to some degree higher art. When we've done enough healing work on the third chakra, the solar plexus chakra, which grounds us to the earth, we start opening up more and having a further activation and attunement to the fifth chakra. All right, let's see what's coming up for you. Wow, King of Pentacles, look at that. Now this is reminding me of that Uranus and Taurus energy, and that it's squaring the Venus in Leo, right? Retrograde. There's a square there. So I feel like you're being challenged to maybe really reevaluate where you are right now in your life, whatever you're focused on, and not overworking or overdoing, and rethinking how you do something, how do you do your life, how you're doing your work, how you're doing your project, whatever it is. And this is the call from the soul to say, work smarter, not harder. Use your focus. Again, as you're connecting into to the crown chakra, you're getting some divine insight and inspiration. You're getting some direction. And right now it's about trusting that part of you. The throat chakra also has to do with the higher self, higher listening, right? Because it takes in the ears. It has to do with balance. So many of you may have a guide, a spirit guide, or you could even have a mentor or a teacher You could be a mentor or teacher to others, but that is the energy that's coming in for you right now. That will tap you into that current and up level your currency. It'll help you rise out of any stuck situations. Wow. And just as I said that, the world upright. So look at that. Channeling the light. This is reinforcing it, coming from the crown, trusting, and you've come full circle. There's something with full circle that the oversouls, the guiding principle of our evolution and our soul connection on earth, is saying that, look at, and there's a circle here, that everything comes around, everything's circular. So in some way we're going to go through a lot, that what people have gone through in, ancient times here, Lemurian, Atlantean times, ancient Greece, ancient Rome, Egypt, even years ago, 8 years ago, 10, 20, 50, 30, you hear astrologers saying, oh, this transit, this aspect was happening, 1930 or 1918. But we have to remember that we are at a higher vibrational frequency. So we're coming to full circle in another way. So ask yourself in your own life, what are you coming full circle because on? You've got, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn energy, and you've got fixed energy with the world, and it's a 21-3. Remember I said 3 is very important for you because it has to do with creativity and abundance, fertility, joining with others, has to do with groups. 3 is also about communication. So there's something that you've finished. There's a cycle that's been complete. And where are you going? Look at that. Perfect. Death, rebirth, 13. And I also said with you that 13, the 6th chakra and the 7th chakra, when you add them, that means the connecting point for you is the 13th chakra. And what is the 13th chakra? It's a whole new matrix. It's a whole new design. You've synthesized through the 12th. If you want to know more about this, on my blog, soulplayground.life, I talk about the meaning of, a blog about 1111, 111, and 1212. So there's something you've synthesized. That's why you got the circle. There's something that you've synthesized, you've completed energetically, archetypally, a business, a lifestyle, a learning lesson, a focus on earth, a goal, a dream. Something has completed. It's over. You're going into new lands, new dimension, new openings and opportunities that are going to be actually more fulfilling. And look at that, the King of Cups comes in. Right? So this is with the King of Cups and the King of Pentacles, you've learned how to not just grind things out or only focus on the outer. You're focusing on the inner and using the inner to transform your world. Beautiful. So Pisces, Scorpio, Cancer energy. You're chilling. And look at all that blue. And you've got blue here for the throat. You've got blue here because blue also brings in calm. So you're connecting into your higher self. Those of you that are healers or teachers, you're finding your own way, and you're going to be finding more of your group. But basically, this is the male energy in the world, manifesting in the world, but in a receptive way, because the King of Cups is the female aspect of the male, if you will, or the masculine aspect of the feminine. It's watery, it's in touch with the emotions, in touch with the psychic abilities, but it is a male energy in the world. So you're integrating this, soul story number 1. You have to in this you have completely changed. Something has completely changed, and now you're manifesting from that. And here we have another circle with the 4 of Swords. So you're getting the message really to rest, to not grind, not push, using the higher vibrational frequency of you, tapping into that Lemurian crystal, and using visualization, using your spiritual energy, using your higher mind to manifest your changes in your reality. And what happens? You come out of this drawing in. If you watched the beginning, when I did a little bit of the channeling and astrology, I talked about basically the barter, exchange of energy, reciprocity. You've got the figure 8 here, as above is so below. The figure 8 has to do with our dharma also. It has to do with the higher self and the lower self. If you can see this, you see, it's the cycle also of life, as above, as below. Higher self, lower self, infinity. So you're tapping into that current and you're receiving what you're putting out into the world, and you're getting a handle on it. You're like, wow, I put out this vibe, this thought, this intention, it's aligned, and I'm getting the results that I want. I'm getting more even relationships. I'm getting more reciprocal relationships in my life. And where does it go? That's where we're stopped. The full Uranus. There's something very much for you with this Venus and Leo retrograde, and as it's aspecting Uranus, right? So there's going to be some change. Kind of seem to be abrupt. For some of you, it'll be more subtle. Some of you, it's going to feel a bit abrupt. That either in your approach, something in your life, there's a radical change coming up and a new beginning. But when you see the Fool, you have all that you need inside you. That's why there's not a bunch of baggage, with the Fool card. There's not a bunch of, luggage or whatever. This hematite, I love this magnetic hematite. It keeps wanting to come in the readings. Let's leave it in the readings. Wow, it's beautiful. And well, hematite is about grounding and manifesting, and the magnet draws in. So it's a specific hematite. So you're in a whole new area. Some of you, it could be trip abroad. You could be traveling. You could work abroad. You could end up moving. I really feel with you, water helps ground you. Water is amazing for you. So if you can be around water, that will greatly enhance your shift right now. I feel a real peace and calm. If you've had anxiety, that's going to be, alleviated. That's going to be, calming down. Wow, we've got a lot of cards here. Oops, that way. Ooh, church, temple, mosque. I'm getting with this card though, because when I'm going to read psychically, I'd rather read the cards psychically, even though with tarot I bring in some of the traditional meaning, but this has to do with your spirit or spirituality. Somehow I'm seeing this. I'm getting to tell you the light at the end of the tunnel. Oh my God, remember I said about a job. So there is a job coming in for some of you. A new job, a new position. For some of you, this is work, and it's a whole new way of working. Ooh, I love this. Alien, told you, Starseed, Lemurian, Atlantean roots. Shout out to my Starseed peeps. I love you. We're all connecting with each other. That's what we're doing here on the interwebs, right? Internet. Each of us is a satellite, and we're beaming our signal, and we're emitting our light codes and key codes. We need each other's, not everybody has the same light codes or key codes or the same level of it. And then look at this, bite into life with teeth. Wow. So if you felt held back, look at all this. You've got all this kind of very spiritual, etheric, what we call traditionally, because everything's spirit, everything's spiritual, everything's spirit in the material. But you're going to be asked this next life, which is this lifetime, this next part of your life, to take a big bite out of life, to go for it. So even with that King of Pentacles, it could bring sensuality in, just up-leveling in life, abundance, and really savoring and honoring this, oh my gosh, your starseed roots, your light worker roots, whatever, what alien. Some of you might have felt, different from other people. You might have felt like you don't belong. Okay, we're going to wind it out, because I try to get my readings shorter, but you guys, I just can't help it. I lose time. I do that in my sessions too. because once I start channeling, I'm thinking I've got to do, you know, a what do you call it, little buzzer. Get my phone and put a little buzzer on there. Okay, let's look at the runes. Wow. Wow, wow, wow. Wow, wow, wow. Let's see. La, 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 la. Humankind, mankind. Wunjo. Wunjo, wunjo. Happiness. Feel. Increase. Increase financially. Increase love. Increase. Up-leveling. What did I say? Ascension. You have a lot of increase in your life, and it's somehow going to put you back in the flow of life. So I'm getting for a lot of you that maybe you were kind of out of sorts, or you just didn't feel with it, or like you were accepted, or maybe you were having to do so much work you couldn't really, you know, be in the regular life of things, you know, more mundane or not, or but heart-centered things, like maybe going out, maybe visiting friends, or maybe you didn't have the money to do that, or maybe it's about a relationship coming in, or a relationship, maybe there was problems and now it's doing better. So you're definitely going to be doing something to help humanity, definitely. And a lot of what you do is you motivate people, you inspire people. Whatever it is that you're focused on, it is bringing relationships that are very resonating for you, that are kindred spirits, heart-connected relationships, and that's increasing. So whatever you feel's been lacking is starting to increase. But what's key for you is to not grind, not overdo, not overwork, not burn out, not to try to make things happen. Make sure you're integrating this King of Cups aspect of you. All right, let's see. Any message for soul story number 1? Woo, Pluto and Libra. Pluto. So you could be also meeting a lot of Libras, maybe Scorpio with the Pluto there. The 9th house, a new approach to life, a new perception. But this could also be the teacher or inspiring, because the 9th house is ruled by Jupiter. So it definitely brings the idea of expansion. Also Sagittarius is the house ruler. The planetary ruler is Jupiter. So this could be new ideas or teaching or putting something online that helps transform people and their relationships, because your relationships are transforming through this Venus in Leo retrograde and the corresponding aspects. This transit is putting you in a better current for more dynamic currency, and that definitely has to do with relationships, love. You're going to have some very powerful relationships in your life, I feel, that are going to be a match for you, that you're going to feel like you're on the same level, that not only you're the one teaching, but you're also learning, you know, in a life-enhancing way, in a fun way, a fulfilling way, right? In a way that feels lighter. All right, soul story number 1, that is your reading for this time period. If you get anything else from the cards, let me know in the comments, or how this resonates for you, or how this is actually unfolding for you. I'd love to hear that. Check back in the reading after, you know, a few months, you know, if you think about it. Put a little reminder on your calendar and see how it's all unfolded. Thank you for the honor of tuning in, and I just wish you so much love, light, wisdom, and soul-fulfilling expression. Talk to you later. Hello, soul story number 2. I'm just realizing it's so late, but you know what? I'm a bit of a night owl, and I'm like, you know, rather than watching YouTube or reading, it's good to do readings. So I'd forgotten in the first soul story, but I brought them out later, the chakra cards, because I wanted to look at the energy of the chakras, because, you know, the wheels of light, or vortexes of energy and light, which are chakras, when we go through this kind of transit, it has a lot to do with activating those energy centers. So welcome to your reading. And now what I get with you, because you chose this pink quartz crystal, which a lot of people I was reading up on and think a lot of times that it's rose quartz, but it's a pink quartz. It has iridescent iridation, I guess it's called. It's a little iridation. Yes, this is love. This is about love, but I feel like for you, with choosing this card, you're really opening to life. And some of you are either opening more to a relationship if you're already in a relationship or partnership or, significant other, or you're going to be drawing someone in because you're opening up to yourself. You're opening up to your own light. And this is why you have the unicorn. And you can see there's an arrow here, right? So this arrow is pointing upward, but you're letting the armor go. And that is definitely, and look at swimming with a dolphin. It's like there's something new coming through you where you have this new lease on life or hope. You're having a heart opening. I'm definitely feeling a heart opening with you. And you're manifesting more from the heart. So that means that there's much more that you're attuned to by the heart. I think you're lighter. I somehow feel you're lighter. I feel like you're seeing your gifts more. And I feel like this could even be an aspect of you or your higher self or maybe even a guide. But look at that, the armor, letting go of the armor. And this is connecting in with your sensory perception through the dolphin, the emotional energy, you're sensing, you're feeling energy, and going with the flow of that. You're being guided also. I definitely feel with you there's some kind of guide. It could be a guardian angel, archangel, it could be a spirit team, spirit guide, and for somebody there could be a new guide coming in for you also that you're just starting to connect with and feel. So this Venus retrograde energy in Leo and all the, I'm going to just say the transiting energy of opening the current is opening a newfound understanding for you and a new way of being that is much less guarded. That's a lot more open. You're less guarded. You're feeling the less and less. And for some of you, you're going to just let go of all defenses. Now, you're still protecting yourself with the light. This is why we don't really need to have defense mechanisms, because if we're connected to our own light, we have our understanding of what we need to do. We have inner boundaries. So there is something for you. Some of you literally could be swimming with dolphins or be around the beach or just, but I feel more of this is connecting also as a dolphin to connecting into the sonar and vibration of what's right for you. So you're going to be very sensitive to vibration, and maybe you are already, and resonance, like what really resonates with you. Something that has too much disturbing energy, you're going to be moving away from that. Dolphin energy also has to do with finding your tribe or connecting with your pod, your soul pod, if you will. But you're individual, you're on your own. So there could be this new energy of the feminine. Now it's a 13, right? The numerology is a 13, which has to do with death, rebirth, a transformation. And I feel the transmutation has happened. You've shifted energetically, and now the result is you're open. You're open to new beginnings. You're open to life. You're open to love. A lot of you are going to have a new level of intimacy with yourself and with others, where you're just real. You're keeping it real. And you're also creating something that is close to your heart. I feel like there's some projects that are coming in for you, or you're joining with others, and you're really sharing your gifts. So there's a lot about sharing your gifts and manifesting from this heart center. Now, the cards that you got, or the chakra cards, are the root, which is manifestation, which I just mentioned, manifesting from the heart. This is kind of a reddish pink. So if something isn't feeling right or feeling attuned or aligned or not enough resonance or there's too much drama, you're letting that go. Now, whether that's, and I feel like you're going to be honest with people. If people are, you might be saying, look, I keep listening to this problem or this issue with you and it's not changing. I don't know what to say. I don't know what to do. Or you got to change this. You got to heal yourself, or you got to work on yourself, or whatever. The shadow material. You've done a lot of shadow work. Many of you have done a lot of shadow work, and it's, paying off or paid off. Oh, solar plexus, as I said, shadow work, because that's where the shadow work comes from. It's the solar plexus, which is the area of our inner child, our inner knowing. It's the hottest center, so it's also our empowerment center. And with the stomach there, it's also the area of what we can digest and also our body wisdom, right? The immune system is there. So you're going to be making some choices, and you're making it from the higher mind with this yellow energy here. Again, blue and blue. So could be connecting as an indigo, or you're connecting and also through the third eye chakra, maybe even the fourth. But as you make better choices for yourself, you feel more peace and calm. Okay. The other chakra that is going to be, or has been in an activation and attunement for you, is the sacral, which is well-being. Now that also has to do with creating and creativity. The second chakra has to do with reproducing ourselves in the world, and not just by progeny, children, but reproducing ourselves through our creative expression, our creativity. So it's not just our sexuality, it's not just the reproductive organs, it's even reproducing joy. The sacral chakra has a lot to do with joy, similar to the solar plexus chakra also. So part of what you want is you've decided to have more joyful experiences in your life, to really kind of open up and be yourself more. That's the unicorn. You're seeing the unicorn within you. You're seeing the gifts, the uniqueness, and you're more and more okay with that. So there's definitely going to be a lightening up of energy. It could be a little tender for the next couple months with you, but I would say by the end of the year, although I could say this is a timeless reading, so let's say 4 to 5 months, or 3 to 4 months, they're telling me, you're going to feel a lot differently. You're going to feel just well-being. You're just going to feel good in your skin, good in your body, good in your earth suit, good with what you're deciding. So this Venus in Leo retrograde is bringing new choices and new directions for you. So pay attention to the signs of what's working. Now, some of you, this could be any kind of decision is what I'm hearing, but some of you it's going to be in relationships. There's some decisions coming up, relationships and career. Oh, 9 of Cups. Look at that. Look at the freedom there. Look at the similarity between this 9 of Cups and the solar plexus. There's movement. So your choices, your decisions that you're making are bringing you some joy or happiness. 7 of Wands. I've got that Jupiter and Pisces here. So this is self-satisfaction. This is joy for just being you. Joy for opening up to life. Joy for your creations. Joy for your projects. Joy for your relationships, your friendship, family, whatever it is. Joy for your health getting better. Wow, 10 of Cups. Wow, you go from the 9 to the 10 of Cups. So there's a lot of emotional fulfillment. And of course, you've got the pink quartz there, which definitely has to do with emotional fulfillment, individual, personal fulfillment, project, goals, activities that bring you joy, people that bring you joy. And you're at the center of it, very calm. You've got the 7 of Wands, which is courage. It's also a type of stamina, but you're finding that the stamina is from your connection within. Wow, 4 of Pentacles. Now look at, she's looking this way, and she's looking this way. And I want to say that you're looking back at your past, at what fulfilled you. That's what you also need to do for this Venus in Leo retrograde. It's look at the past cycles, the past Venus cycles or past cycles that come up for you. What fulfilled you, what made you feel whole, good, right? in that solar plexus chakra. This is about power and empowerment. So there's some things that you're bringing forward from the past. So you're going to be in a bit of a review, a little life review, relationship review. You're going to be reviewing your career, your goals. You're reviewing your goals. You're reviewing your money. But but the eyes are closed, so it's internal. You're obviously looking at it. Maybe with your eyes open or closed, it doesn't matter. You're looking at your life situations, your relationships. You're looking at your goals, your projects, what you wanted to do, what your plans were, maybe where you wanted to live or how you wanted to live. You're looking at all that, and then you're bringing it within. Does that fit with the inner you, the beacon of light that you are? Does it fit with the core self? And so you're looking back to review, and you're looking forward. So you're planning. And it could also have something to do with your resources, not squandering your energy. Yeah, it's very interesting. So the past and the present. And then the future, looking to the future. I feel this Four of Pentacles, I mean, she's holding her purse tight. But if the purse represents our identity and what we've accomplished to some degree, whatever's in a purse, whether man or woman, what is it, man purse, woman purse, whatever. But there's wheels there, the pentacles. So you have to manifest from a firm foundation, but the firm foundation is also emotionally based. This firm foundation that you're manifesting from, oops, I hate when I do that. I like my cards to go so you can see them, is that Nine of Cups going to the Ten of Cups. So you're going to see an increase in what brings you fulfillment in your life. Wow, here we go, Three of Cups. What brings fulfillment? Appreciation, friends, groups. Three of Cups is social situations or meeting people that you feel good with, that you connect into the current, the universal current. And that currency is love. So people that love you. Now, for some of you, there could be something generational, I feel, like mother, daughter, and daughter, or mother, daughter, granddaughter. Or grandmother, mother, daughter. There's something, even body, mind, spirit. There's something that comes together for you on a generational level, maybe a family level. You could have been doing some healing work ancestrally, or family dynamics healing. Or this could be also friends like family, and you're deciding. Some of you, this is projects that are emotionally fulfilling, and also with all this emotional fulfillment, the Nine and the Ten of Cups, it does bring financial fulfillment. So your financial fulfillment, or the foundation of your financial fulfillment, you need to incorporate the emotional aspect of you, the psychic part of you, the relationship, the well-being, which you've got there, well-being. And then of course here, remember, you have the, I don't know if you can see it, but you've got that dolphin. So for you to feel like you're doing well and have well-being, and to build, because Four of Pentacles is very much about foundation, you have to feel good. But this also tells me that during this time you're going to be attaining some goals that make you feel very fulfilled, that bring you a level of contentment, or also inspiration to go further. Okay, then we've got the Six of Swords. Okay, Nine of Swords. Okay, I'm going to clarify. Should I have just stopped? Okay, let's see. Okay, and you've got the Emperor, Aries, which all the fours in the minor arcana correspond to the Emperor, that Aries energy. So I get it. There's a part of you that has revealed more of yourself or been more authentic and it didn't work out. Some of you, there are going to be you're going to have to make some decisions, choice for you that you're worried about. And it could be in business or how you work, or it could be with a particular man in your life or somebody that's maybe more authoritative. Because this is also saying be vulnerable, be transparent, be open. And when you do that, you automatically connect into your own inner authority. So some of you, you're making a decision about something close to your heart. And there's a lot of communication about it, with this individual. There's a lot that you're going to be communicating. Now I heard, do I stay or do I go? What's that song? Do I stay or do I go now? So, if I stay, there might be trouble. So I do feel for a good chunk of you, not everybody this will apply, but I have to say this message because it's coming very strongly, that this time period, this Venus retrograde in Leo, is bringing some kind of dissolution. Now, is that financially? Is that a job? Or is that a personal relationship? We've got the Six of Cups, the Six of Pentacles, because you're not feeling you're getting enough. And you've got manifestation there. Some of you, it's because you want to live a different lifestyle. You want to manifest something else, and maybe this person doesn't, or this particular job or area or way of living. Something is not fitting in. And I will say for some of you, there is some kind of moving on or change in relationship. Now this could even be you start dating somebody, or you've been dating someone and you think, oh my God, they're amazing, I'm opening up. And then it's like, after the romantic phase and you're getting in the disappointment phase of relationship, where we have to then negotiate differences and then have shared goals, you're realizing something doesn't align. So this Venus retrograde in Leo and the energies, the current energies through the transits are going to bring you an awareness of a opening, a transparency, a truthfulness of yourself, of what you really need in your life and what isn't working. What type of relationship, what type of job. For some of you, it's for sure a relationship, but you've already had a sense that it really wasn't working. And there we go, Page of Swords. So you're learning. This is a learning lesson for you. You're learning to be an open book to yourself and to life. Some of you, yes, you could be teaching, you could be going back to school, but I feel like this is a learning lesson from your higher self, from your soul. It's coming through on a universal level, from a source, energies, God level, into your soul. This is the next piece that you have to make the right choice for you. You have to move on from or change the way you relate or the types of relationships you have. There's some specific relationships that you need to move on from. And that Page of Swords mean there could be some difficult communication. And you've got the Page of Swords with the Six of Swords, which has to do with communication. Okay, so take heart. I don't feel I'm telling you anything new. I feel those of you that this has to do with relationship, you've already been feeling that. I'm just giving you a confirmation. And some of you, you could be getting back with someone and it doesn't work. Some of you, this could bring an energy of, no, this, I've been going back and forth, I've been trying and it's not working. And some of you, you've been in counseling. Wow, food and eating, be mindful of your thoughts. So again, how are you handling this anxiety or Nine of Swords energy, this dissolution of something, this breakup? How are you handling this internal conflict or negative expectation? Make sure that you're not going into a spiritual bypass or a food bypass or whatever the habit is. Some of you could be drinking or over drinking, over shopping. There's something of what you're ingesting or bringing in to your life. Now it could be an activity, a pastime. It could be just endlessly scrolling on Insta, or Threads or YouTube or whatever, or Netflix. But you want to be able to do that. You want to Netflix and chill, whether on your own or with someone. You want to do that, but you want to process what's the anxiety. You want to process the feeling of fear of the unknown, because this is about you being open and vulnerable with you. This is not the time to say, I'm fine, everything's good, or I meditated, I did that. You know what I mean? It's not a time to cut off to your own emotions. So more than some really, expressing or being vulnerable or open to someone else, I really feel this is open and expressing to you, to yourself, and that's going to create the well-being. And for some of you, it might be as you start doing that, that makes life-enhancing changes, positive changes in your relationship and or relationships. In other words, if you're really stressed out and your supervisor, your boss, is giving you so much stuff or saying, oh my God, you're great at so many tasks, and you're like just so stretched, then be honest, or they're texting you or calling you, or you come in the office, or maybe you work from home, and they're like, oh, we know you could do that. Or they're giving you, a heads up last minute to get a project done. Then it's up to you to tune into yourself, make a choice, and go, hey, I need 2-day notice on this. Or you got to give me when is the date you need to have this in? Then I need a week ahead, or I need 24-hour notice. Do you see what I'm saying? You have a lot of changes coming up in relationship, a lot. How you relate. I don't know if you have Aries in your, aspected in your chart, but that Aries North Node is definitely going to be either by house placement, or by planet and sign, is going to be activating you a lot, is what I'm seeing here. And manifesting, so getting to the root. So you're manifesting a better reality, especially in relationships. Wow, okay, here we go. Elevator, rise above. And cell phone, polish your communication skills. Well, you're learning how to communicate better. Remember I said it's like having boundaries? Here's the message. Oh, soul story number 2. Love you, love you, love you. You clarified it. Your collective soul group energy came through. I love this. Remember I said scrolling on your phone endlessly, and you've got avoidance here, some sort of avoidance. So you're learning how to communicate your needs and wants, your true needs. Or clarify. We don't always get what we want or need, but we might as well ask for it, or say, or negotiate, So you're rising above the pettiness and taking things personally. And some phones, it could be through communication, but polishing. This is very clear because you've got the 6 of Swords, the 9 of Swords, and the Page of Swords. Learning about communication. That's your learning lesson right now. So don't just ghost somebody if you don't like what they said or what they did, or you don't want to hang out or date them anymore. Text them. Not feeling it. We can stay friends, or just nice to meet you, moving on. Do you see what I'm saying? Because especially ghosting, I hate the whole thing. That is such a wimpy concept, because when you do stuff like that, it hangs in the etheric and astral realm. It clogs up your psychic energy, your connection to your higher self. It clogs your connection to your soul and your heart. So, wow, you're learning a better way to rise above drama and trauma in relationships or within yourself. You've done a lot of shadow work. You're doing more. That's why you've got this lovely revealing to yourself, and you're getting to the real deal. The dealio, as one of my friends says. You're getting to you're master of your own emotions and your life experience. That's what you're manifesting. So you can speak your truth. So this is all about speaking your truth in relationship. And whatever it is, work, supervisor, boss, teacher, mentor, clients, customers, personal relationship, interpersonal relationship, husband, wife, spouse, girlfriend, boyfriend, partner, significant other, whatever you want to call it. You're learning to communicate better so that this isn't happening inside or subconsciously, and you're communicating your needs better to you so that you don't overly push yourself. This is about getting to your own inner authority. I love this. I love this for you. Okay, let's look at the runes. What do we need to know for soul story number 2, runes? Let's speak. Yeah, Jera. Okay, things shifting in August, September, in the harvest time, in the fall months. And to some degree, look at that. One arrow going this way, one arrow going this way, like facing this way and facing that way. So you're bringing your past and your present together. What worked in the past, bring it forward. What's working in the present, bring it forward. And so that you go into the Pertho, which is this new, kind of new way of being. And then in the middle, you've got Degas. So this is things getting gradually better and better. You're going to have a breakthrough. So whatever is causing you this 9 of Swords energy, you're going to have a breakthrough. This is a soul learning lesson, or learning lesson from your higher self. You're learning, you're getting tested. And you'll pass the test because you're testing yourself to go to your own next level of living more open, more truthful, more authentic. First and foremost with yourself and then with other people. But look what it brings. A lot of emotional fulfillment, dreams, wishes coming true, goals happening, what you've envisioned or wanted to manifest. You've got manifestation here. So a lot of what you want is manifesting, but to do it, soul story number 2, you need to open up to yourself of what you really need. Okay, I need a break, or I need this, or they want me to, let's say a friend says, let's say you're going to go somewhere and they're like, oh, can you come pick me up? And you're like, oh my God, I was going to go here and then there, and then I was going to meet you there. If you really aren't feeling it, then don't do it. Major boundaries for you, soul story number 2. All right, let's look at the Astro Dice for soul story number 2. And I just realized I did this last time. I forgot the Soul Insights mantra for soul story number 1, because I'm getting a mantra for you. 4th house, Mars, Capricorn. So there could be Capricorns around you. You could be Capricorn, but it's in the 4th house. So you're getting a better structure. Remember I said earlier about the structure with the 4 of Pentacles and also with the Emperor. You're getting a better life structure. For some of you, this could be changes in the home, or you're going to work in the home. Maybe you used to work in a corporation with the Capricorn having to do with corporations or companies, and now you're deciding with Mars in the 4th house is to work from home. And you're wondering, can I do it? Well, yes, you can. Can I teach from home? Can I teach on Zoom? Can I consult or whatever? Yes. But you're overhauling something from family or your emotional body, and also changes in the home. There's going to be some changes in the home. All right, your Soul Insights mantra is, as I attune more to my heart and align to my soul, I am much more easily able to navigate the changes in my life and manifest what I want. So with that Aries energy there and the Emperor, you need to start saying, I am and I want. And go for what it is you really want. Say it, speak it. It's very powerful with the words, but go for it. All right, Soul Light, please let me know how this resonated, if you pick up any other meanings or energies from the cards or the reading. And I'd also love to hear how this unfolds for you. Lots of love and light. Hey, Soul Light. Wonderful to connect with you and tune in for your reading. I'm getting a lot of different things with you. This is going to be a very powerful time for you, is what I'm hearing and what I'm being shown. You've got this dream card, which is numerology is a 52, which breaks down to a 7. But this is all about emotions, and it's also about cutting ties with the scissor, cutting what doesn't work, cutting out what doesn't work. And it's also asking you to look how you're, what do you really need, at this time? What do you need in your life? What do you need when you go through challenging situations? And what do you really need and what you're going to carry forward? So this could be a time to really check in with your emotions, your emotional body. And again, and also for some of you, it's rising above your emotions. Now you've got this, what do you call it? I'm going to call it Ferris wheel. What is it? I'm not thinking of it now. I'm too zony. roller coaster of emotions, and even this part goes around. So a lot of you could have had a lot of emotional healing happening, or maybe in your life you had a lot of situations with relationships that were not that fulfilling or very trying, or you experienced a lot of learning lesson relationships and you're growing from that. Okay, it's also saying, look how you're solving your emotional needs. How are you getting your emotional needs met? And this is about this Venus in Leo retrograde and all these transits, this time period that I'm talking about. You're going to be changing how you feel about emotions, your emotional body, your emotional state, fulfilling needs, nurturing, self-care, nurturing others nurturing you. You're opening up more to your emotions, but you're also rising above emotionalism, the roller coaster in relationships. So if things are no longer serving you, you're literally going to be cutting things out. I think that Venus and Leo retrograde square Uranus and Taurus is really going to be activating you. Okay, and of course that's bringing an awareness and a trine to that Pluto and Capricorn. So you're going to really willingly want to let go of some things. Now, you've got the watermelon crystal quartz. So there's heart chakra energy. There's energy about balance. There's energy also about well-being, but also about fun. And emotions can be fun. Look at this. There's some similar coloring here. So some of you are shaking off some things that you've learned, whether societal, on a societal level, a cultural level, the cultura, your family, lineage, because there's new parts of you that are growing. Now, for some of you, this is going to be new relationships, better suited friendships, relationships, or you're getting to a more fulfilling level in relationship. But this is also telling me that it's about time. It's about having more fun. Whatever that means for you, fun in your life. This is definitely, some of you kind of have like a mental thoughts in your mind, like, I wish I didn't have to go through this, or I wish I could just get over this, or I wish that person would just stop talking or complaining or bothering me. Some of you, that could be your inner dialogue about yourself, but I'm getting, for some of you, it definitely has to do with some kind of relationship, which doesn't surprise me. This is about Venus and Leo retrograde. And then we've got throat, creativity, and heart, brotherhood. So there's an activation of your heart chakra and your throat chakra, which is the fourth chakra and the fifth chakra. Now, look at that. When you add the fourth chakra and the fifth chakra together, you get the ninth chakra. And the ninth chakra is the ascension point. So rising out of the extremes of duality here, rising out of, let's bring this back, rising out of the ups and downs, the highs and lows, the big swings of the emotions, over emotionalism, right? Rising out of the extremes of polarity. So getting out of drama and growing something else, growing more. So some of you could be taking on creative projects, because the throat chakra also has to do with creativity, has to do somehow with speaking or sharing or teaching, but also creativity. So taking this emotional energy, this energy in motion, and using it for creativity, or to create a better life, or create more of what you want, or more fulfillment. Some of you are going to be doing projects with other people. You're going to be moving into more of a collaboration with brotherhood, sisterhood, so people that are kindred spirits. Something or someone is either right now or going to be activating the heart chakra. Now, this could be someone that you end up working with or collaborating with. So I definitely feel that this Venus and Leo energy could be bring back people that you wanted to collaborate with or you used to collaborate with. or new collaborators. It's bringing in kindred spirits, people that you feel are like your brother or like your sister, part of your soul family, your soul tribe, your soul group, your soul family. So meeting new people or opening up to people, because you're getting out of emotionalism. You're not taking things as personally. But definitely I'm saying there's going to be some projects that are close to your heart that you really love and that are fulfilling. And I feel like that's something that you're revisiting in your life, where you're saying, hey, I want to have, I want to create, I want to do some projects, some art. A lot of you are artists. Let's see how this is manifesting. So the watermelon quartz crystal too here also has to do with variety, opening up to have more variety in your life, more fun. Taking things lighter. Also, there could be something about working with food, good food, leafy green vegetables, focusing more on the body and feeling good. Some of you, I feel there's a workout partner, yoga partner. There's a partner in something. Is it a writing partner? There's some project where you're going to be partnered with someone. Now, some of you, this could also be something with podcast, TV, film, media of some sort. But you're really going to have a creative opening, because all that energy that was used, whether the weeks ago, months ago, or years ago, that was used in trauma bonding, drama, unhealed or unhandled emotions, you're freeing up. And part of what helps you is the moon. Pisces energy. 1, 8, 9 going within. This is using the subconscious mind, meditation, spirit, spirituality, working at night. I'm doing this reading at night. I don't know what time it is. It is 12:20 to 12:15. So you could do your best work at night, or get ideas at night, or in the dream state that you put into action. But I also feel this has to do with connecting in with some level of spiritual understanding, spiritual insight that inspires you. So there could be creativity or creative ideas bubbling up from deep within you, or some of you even bringing something from another life. And the moon has to do, the 4th house and also the 12th house. So it's really about this kind of going within and then bringing what you feel out into the world. Okay, we've got the 6 of Swords, 2 of Cups. That reinforces the brotherhood, sisterhood, heart chakra, cooperation, collaboration. So there's some vision you've had. Some of you have literally had a vision or a dream or something from your past, or some of you are awakening that you've brought in this mission, something that you're to do this lifetime. And now I do feel this Venus in Leo retrograde, and again, all the energy is going to bring you in the current. You're going to get into the current of collaboration, cooperation, of love, of being received, receiving and being received, of shared projects or sharing. So the universe is you're moving into this cooperative. You might have come out of a time where there was a lot of conflict, whether inner conflict or conflict with others or your life. You're moving out of that. Wow, into abundance. 9 of Pentacles. So it's about you right now. Even though you're connecting with others and collaborating, it's about you and your life and your dreams and your goals and what it is that you want. And that's going to bring 7 of Cups. Okay, I see where we're going with this. 3 of Swords, emotions. What do I go for? 5 of Wands. Okay, let's see. Let's move this down. So you're in a process the next 6-8 months, but it's really going to be emphasized the next 2 to 3 months, that 60-day period I talked about, where you really have to keep moving forward or creating something. You're really, harnessing your energy. This is 5 of Wands, which the lower vibration of the Five of Wands is struggle and strife, and the higher vibration is persistence, perseverance, a lot of heartache, a lot of disappointment, and now your soul is saying it's time to open up. It's time to journey on, and there's going to be a lot put in front of you to decide. Okay, I feel for a lot of you, there's projects or something that you've wanted to do in your past that didn't materialize, that didn't happen. Maybe you didn't have the right people, or there wasn't someone to help you, or you didn't have the resources. Nine of Pentacles, you're going to have the resources, the money. So those goals that you put on the back burner, or the dream or that goal or that vision, something was driving you and you had to let it go. And it's coming back. It's coming back around. Eight of Pentacles. Yeah, it has to do with work. I feel it has to do with projects. Now, yes, this could be working on yourself, but more what I feel is you're moving into a space where what you want to achieve is now possible because you have the support, you have the help, you have the energy to do it. The universe is cooperating with you, and look at that Ace of Pentacles. So changes in the fall months, but it is an offer. It's something growing. It could be the money to do something. It could be an increase. It could be more money in savings. But you notice that the hands are dirty. They've been digging. So, and with the Five of Pentacles, it's still going to take some work or consistent effort. But whatever you're working on, whatever the project is, whatever the goal, the dream, the plan, it pays off. And for many of you, with the Nine of Pentacles, the Two of Cups, and the Ace of Pentacles, the hard work pays off, or the diligent effort, the diligent work pays off. Shall we go one more card? Yeah, look at that, Ten of Cups. That's the result. So you go from the 9 to the 10. Something new begins during this time period. Now, for some of you, it's going to be, September, October. Some of you, it's going to be towards the end of the year, Sagittarius, Cappy time. Some of you, it is going to be the beginning of next year, somewhere between January and March. That's what I can tell you. If you're watching this video at another time frame, then, and you're not going to fool yourself, because some people already are in the flow of this, and so you're going to see big results within 2 to 3 months. Some of you are kind of in the middle of whatever that you're doing, and so it's perhaps another 4 or 5 months. Some of you, it's another 6 to 8 months. So this reading can be timeless if you look at it that way. But all this emotional energy you have unclogged. You've taken from disappointment, heartache, heartbreak, betrayal, learning lesson relationship, what didn't work out, disappointment in certain goals that you couldn't do or weren't successful. But now you're attracting the right people. And this is for you, is about your creativity. You're really a creative individual. You're meant to focus on your creativity. Whatever that means to you, bring your creative ideas, your creativity, whether it's design, whatever it is you're creating or you're working on. With that Eight of Pentacles, it's you're working on that. For some of you, it's your work purpose or soul purpose. I feel like you have a lot on your plate with that Seven of Cups, or you're balancing a lot. But what's going to happen is you just keep those things there and do the work that's in front of you, the step. There's going to be an offer that comes in that brings you a level of financial, physical, material, and emotional fulfillment. You still may dip in that little Three of Swords energy, but Five of Wands, but not for long. Okay, let's see. Oh, wow. Be your own best friend. I love that. And some of you could have a wonderful little being, a doggy being, either on the other side that loves you and is guiding you, or here. Some of you could be getting a little doggy, some kind of animal, but this is being your own best friend And that is also the Nine of Pentacles. When we're at the Nine of Pentacles, gain, we are our best friend, where we realize we are our best resource, and that we're connected to the infinite, innate intelligence of the all that is, the abundance of the universe. So that support that you're giving yourself, wonderful soul group number 3, you're getting in kindred spirits, friends. Could even be some of you family, but a lot of it, this is more friends or friends like family and community, and also people that want to do projects with you. So you're attracting help, and look at this dance of life, move to the rhythm of your own soul. That's what this is about. Some of you literally could dance, and I feel dance specifically and any form of movement helps you get out of this Three of Swords energy. Okay, I feel like I want to do one more message, and we're going to do the Astro Dice and the Rune cards, and I knew there was one. Wow, purse and wallet. So this is about pursuing your true wealth. So that Nine of Pentacles. So you're going to be much happier working creatively through self-expression, soul expression, pursuing what it is you really want. That really, I want to almost say the sky is the limit, and of course there's wings here. So when we get out of the lower vibrational emotions, which is part of the game here, or stuck state, stuck energy, conditioned response patterns, we free up that energy we use it to create. So you're definitely going to be attracting differently. Maybe you are already. And you're definitely, I would say, make plans or have the intention and the expectation that you're increasing your wealth. And some of this wealth is your inner wealth, your inner being, your gifts, your resources, whatever you do, work-wise, is being improved. So there could be an offer for employment or some kind of contract coming in, or some way. It could be crowdfunding. But I feel like there is some kind of offer coming in. This is unexpected blessing from the universe financially. So things could pick up if you have clients or customers. Some of you could be a bonus, raise in pay. There definitely is something that's coming in that raises your income level, but also your work level with Eight of Pentacles. Because Eight of Pentacles is like, oh my God, there's more work to do. Nine of Pentacles is the gain from it, but Eight of Pentacles is the work. You work, and then you get the gain. And when you're living in that place of gain and connecting in with that Ten of Cups energy, you feel pretty good. You don't mind doing the work. It's paying off. Okay, let's do the runes first. Okay, let's see for soul story number 3. Okay, there's definitely one more. Which all the other cards, all the other soul stories got 3, but you want 4. Okay, something bounces back with Iwas. So your life is bouncing back. You're bouncing back. I think all this persistent effort, it's kind of was wearing you out, but you're starting to bounce back. Manaz, humankind, other people. Isa or Ice, Isa. But then it goes into Tagaz. So if you've been worried that things are going to slide back, no, this shows there's a holding pattern. So you've attained a certain level of abundance, prosperity, wealth, a certainty with your creativity, and that's holding right now. What's going to start happening is slow, gradual progress, which is the 9 of Pentacles, 8 to 9 of Pentacles, is consistent progress. It's gradual. It's not that slow necessarily. It's gradual, or it's step by step. But you're going to start seeing the progress in your life is what I'm hearing. Okay, so you're also working in some level of stabilizing whatever it is that you're doing. probably your finances. You're stabling your finances and what you're doing financially, or how your finance are working for you, or how you're spending your finances. Yeah. Okay, let's look at the Astro Dice messages. Neptune. So can you see that? It's hard. It's kind of dark in my house a little bit, just a little light. Neptune in Cancer, so that's very inward. Neptune in Cancer. That's what I thought, in the 6th house. Okay, so definitely what I get with this, it goes back to the moon, that Pisces energy, but it's also Cancerian energy. I look at it. Your best ideas are at night. Write them down. Listen to your dreams. Work with the subconscious. You're getting messages in your sleep. Let me see what else is coming in about that. I'm really 6th house. You need to leave room with the 6th house, which is the area of health and routine. Let's see. Let me move this here. I hope you can see that. Okay. I don't know if you can see it. I have to definitely use a different light because it's shining at a weird angle and I can't see the dice. So this is an important message for you, soul story number 3. You've got to make time to journal or tune in, look at the moon, look at the stars. There's an integration of the void, of the feminine, the masculine, the electrical, what we can see and what we know and what we don't know. So you're definitely getting information in your dreams, and you're seeing what's completing or what's coming in. There's a lot with your subconscious. So I feel like you could tap into the subconscious aspect, or the creative unconscious, or the realm of spirit, to get your insights, your inspiration, your ideas. The thing is to follow through on them, but you need to make time. With the 6th house, it's about your routine. Let's see, Neptune in Cancer. It's also about the mind, calming the mind. Neptune has to do with visions. So some of you could literally work from home or have a home studio, but also with that Cancerian energy, it's saying you give great care for your visions, and also something is renewed through your visions or ideas, what you want to create. So you do better creating kind of openly and softly, but you need to, let's see, hold on one second. Cancerian, some of you could have little stomach issues. There could be something with the stomach. Pisces, maybe the feet. So there could be a healthcare regime that's coming in for you that's very nurturing. That some of you could be nurturing foods or changes in your routine that help you feel and be healthier. That's for some of you. But for the other ones, I feel like you have to understand that if you're taking downtime or you're tuning in maybe through meditation or hypnotherapy or those flashes of insight or ideas that you get, to take the time to jot them down, write them down, or put them on a pen and paper, whatever, journal, phone, iPad, whatever, laptop, notebook, whatever. And because your guides are really, and your higher self are really trying to reach you, so you're getting some valuable information, and maybe you know that already. All right, Soul Light, let's look at your Soul Insights mantra for this part of your path to support you. I am supported on my life path, and I am now expressing and experiencing blossoming abundance. Now that's interesting. Why are they saying blossoming? Aha! There's something about to blossom in your life. Your life is about to blossom more. So this could be a glow up for some of you, an increase, but something's blossoming. Some area of your life is starting to blossom. There's the fruits of your labor is what I'm hearing. There's a blossoming. And look at, she's picking this, you know, these pentacles. It's almost like apples on a tree. So whatever you've planted that's sprouting, some area of your life, or some of you it could be your whole lifestyle, but something is about to blossom. And I feel for it has to do with creativity and projects. So lights, let me know how this resonates for you. If you have any other ideas or meanings that come through for you, check back in a few weeks, a few months, see how this transpires. And by all means, if you feel a resonance to more than one soul story, make sure you watch that and get a full picture for you. Remember, trust your insights, your intuition, and your inner knowing. And just thank you for the honor of connecting here. And if you've subscribed and liked and shared and done all that, I thank you for your support. Lots of love and light.